The information in this video is for entertainment and informational purposes only. Hiking and outdoor activities involve inherent risks, including injury or death. Always exercise caution, stay on marked trails, and assess conditions before proceeding. The creator assumes no responsibility for any harm, injuries, or damages that may occur. Viewers follow this guide at their own risk. Panther Creek Falls is located in Washington's Gifford Pinchot National Forest, just north of the Columbia River Gorge, and about 25 minutes from the small town of Carson. Tucked into this lush, remote corner of southwest Washington, Panther Creek Falls is one of the most uniquely structured and visually striking waterfalls in the entire Pacific Northwest. With multiple tiers, twisting channels, and spring-fed cascades flowing over moss-covered cliffs, it's a waterfall unlike any other, and one that deserves a spot high on your list. Join me as we explore this lush forest trail, the tranquil creek that feeds it, and one of the most captivating waterfalls the Pacific Northwest has to offer. The parking area for Panther Creek Falls is a large gravel pullout along Forest Road 65, with enough space for around 10 cars. Keep in mind, there are no bathrooms or amenities here, so be sure to come prepared. The trailhead is located just a short walk southwest of the parking area and is only marked by a simple wooden post. The trail initially parallels the road and gently descends into the forest. On all trails, the hike is listed at just 0.3 miles round trip, but that is just to the upper viewpoint. If you plan to visit all the viewpoints, including the lower falls, it's more than 1 mile total. From the start, you'll hear and catch glimpses of Panther Creek as it flows below the trail. You'll soon reach a trail fork with a sign pointing toward the upper and lower viewpoints. I suggest starting with the upper viewpoint to the right. While it's not as dramatic as the lower viewpoint, it gives you a fantastic look at the upper section of the falls and the picturesque creek leading to it. This portion of the trail is very well maintained, with a short fenced path that leads to the viewing area. Here, the creek winds through mossy rocks and fallen trees before cascading down what looks like a mini waterfall of its own, right before the plunge into the canyon below. This is a great spot to admire the detail and texture of the forest and the beautiful clear water flowing past. Once you've taken in this peaceful section, head back up to the trail junction and follow the sign for the bottom of the falls. This path will take you to the truly spectacular lower viewpoint, and it's absolutely worth the short trek. The trail continues through a vibrant forest of western red cedar, hemlock, and Douglas fir, with vine maple and trailing blackberry filling out the understory. In spring, you might even spot some beautiful blooming Pacific dogwood along the trail. As you round a bend, the trail begins to descend more steeply, hugging the edge of a large moss-covered rock wall. In wetter months, water often trickles down this cliff face, adding to the atmosphere of the trail. As you continue, you'll catch partial views of the upper and lower falls through the trees. Eventually, you'll descend a short set of stairs, take one more switchback, and arrive at the main viewing area. A truly jaw-dropping sight. Here, Panther Creek takes on an incredibly dynamic form. The main flow funnels through a narrow trough above and plunges 70 feet into the canyon below, twisting as it falls. Off to the right, a smaller stream pours over the upper ledges, adding texture and motion to the scene. But the most unique part is to the left, where a separate spring-fed stream spills directly down the cliff face, cascading over 100 feet down a wall of moss in delicate rivulets. Altogether, It's one of the most mesmerizing and complex waterfall compositions I've seen. From here, the water continues its journey downstream, splitting again into 2 or 3 more channels and dropping another 30 feet to the creek below. It's a layered, multi-dimensional waterfall experience that's hard to describe, and even harder to capture in photos or video. If you're up for a bit more adventure, there's one last stop before you head out. Just back up the trail, you'll see a spur trail leading down to the very base of the lower falls. There are warning signs here about steep terrain and falling hazards, so only proceed if you feel confident and conditions are safe. I'm not recommending it outright, just sharing the option and my experience. If you do go down, you'll be rewarded with an incredible up-close view of the final plunge, where the falls split into multiple channels and crash into the pool below. The mist is intense and refreshing, especially on a warm day, and the sound and energy of the water up close is unforgettable. You'll also get some wonderful views of the creek winding through the forest beyond. Panther Creek Falls is, without a doubt, one of the most beautiful and uniquely constructed waterfalls in the Pacific Northwest, possibly even the United States. From its multi-layered flow to the mossy amphitheater it pours into, it's a location that truly has to be experienced in person. And the fact that it's such a short and accessible trail makes it even more special. There are a lot of photos and videos of this waterfall online, but trust me, none of them capture how it feels to stand in front of it. I hope you get the chance to visit Panther Creek Falls and see it for yourself. It's easily one of my top favorites in all of the Pacific Northwest.